I recently just got back from NC State's week-long overnight engineering camp. All I can say is what an amazing experience it has been. NC State offers many different engineering branches such as aerospace, computer science, paper engineering, and many others. I chose to apply for electrical and computer engineering. I got checked in and headed to my room at the Bettgen dorm to start unpacking. Soon after I finished unpacking, my roommate showed up. We talked for a little bit and got to know each other better, and then around 2 got sent to the courtyard just outside. Next, we took the Wolf Line to Centennial campus. Here we met Mihail Shahitsu, a professor that specialized in networking and electrical engineering. He told us about himself and asked what we intend to learn about at this camp. To finish off the first day, we headed back to Beckton and just relaxed for a while. The next morning was a very difficult one to start. Up and at 'em at 6:45 for breakfast. And let me tell you, it took a toll on me. We headed to Clark Dining Hall, where the remaining breakfasts and dinners were ate. Eggs, sausage, toast, French toast, yogurt, whatever you wanted was there. We took the Wolf Line back to Centennial campus to start the first official day of work in our camp. The professor introduced microcontrollers and the Arduino world to us. Having some prior experience with Arduino, I became instantly eager and ready to start. He then talked about the electric world and explained power, current, EMF, diodes, LED, resistors, and circuitry, which I were pretty much familiar with. He then gave us resistors and LEDs to let us start experimenting. My group was a little ahead and was able to experiment with more complex circuits. After a couple hours of doing that, we then headed to the Oval for lunch. After an hour or so of lunch, we headed back to the lab. As we moved along, more parts such as variable resistors and capacitors were given and implemented. Around that time, we had to start heading back to main campus. Right after breakfast, most days, we were able to choose activities for the day. Out of the 4 days we were able to choose activities, I chose going to Target, heading to the pool, sports, and go bowling, all of which were really fun. After the activities, we headed back to our dorms to shower and get ready for bed. The next few days were pretty similar in routine and timing, except a project was given to us by the professor to create and code a robot that could track a black line on a whiteboard and follow it as fast and as accurate as possible. There was also an obstacle that the robot had to detect and avoid without touching it. Immediately, we started brainstorming and figuring out the best way to design and code it. We used 3 infrared sensors to detect what was black and what was white and created circumstances to tell the robot how to react. We used 2 antennae that could detect when an obstacle was in the way and avoid it. We used 2 LEDs for feedback to tell us when the robot was detecting black. After many days of tinkering and testing, the robot was complete and ready for final presentation. We named the robot the Flash for good reason. It was the most accurate and fastest robot to complete the track both clockwise and counterclockwise by over 20 seconds. Texas Instruments sent the winners a box full of cool stuff including hats, some pens, and USB flash drives. In all, the camp was a super fun and interactive way to test the field out you wish to pursue, but it also gives students a good feel of how college life is and what to expect. I hope to be a full-time resident of NC State's dorms around this time next year. Thank you for watching the video.
There is